cross-universe complaints today. Let's hit the campaign and resume game. So if you followed the other playthrough,
It's an ambush. Damn it, Colonel, if you're still listening, then call up your men.
fuck, you should know.
That was self-defense.
Yes. If you're following the other playthrough, you should know about my keyboard and the great company that provides it. So the issue is, well, we technically got to the end of the problem, or at least one, which is to say, the hardware issue. It's the hardware issue, and it can't be solved. So I'm kind of fucked. I'm gonna have to, I think, take it apart myself to see what's going on in there and see if anything's visibly loose that I can fix myself. Probably won't be. I had like a what is it? Converter, flux capacitor. Converter. I'll stick with that. Converter from what is it? Like the regular. Oh man. Oh man. Wow. Good. Yes. From, it's not DVI. VGA? Yes. VGA. From VGA to HDMI converter. I had one. It kind of broke, so the colors were going off. I mentioned that previously. I thought I can take it apart, look at it, and maybe I'll see a cable loose. I took it apart, looked at it, and I didn't see anything wrong. So that's probably what's gonna happen with my keyboard. Just to say, it's not gonna be anything visibly wrong that I can tackle. Good. Because I couldn't see anything wrong with that. So I don't know if there'll be anything wrong with this when I'll be looking. So yeah, the hardware issue. Now, there's still software issue. Synapse 3 doesn't work properly. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before, but let's tackle just the software issues I had. So this is so. Sorry, it's kind of a little bit of a hard time gathering my thoughts. I'm sure it's gonna pass. So, I installed Synapse 3 Beta. Beta. It's not like data or data. It's not beta or beta. I installed Synapse 3 and it didn't start on launch. It didn't start manually either, unless Cortex was on. Then after installing Synapse 2, since Synapse 3 wasn't working the way I wanted, which is to say, working properly, and installing Cortex after that, Cortex wasn't working properly. It wasn't launching on startup or manually. It came up with a pop-up that says error starting it up, please try again. So that's incorrect, that's not how it should be, of course, obviously. Oh yeah, good. I can't see him, but he can. My camera shakes like a motherfucker, but his doesn't. Just fucking, to make it fair. Make it fair. Yeah, so Cortex wasn't launching. So then I did some more reinstalling things. I looked up if it's fine if both Synapse 2 and 3 is installed, because they asked me to check if Synapse 3 is working correctly now, and it isn't, but Synapse 2 is installed, so that might interfere, right? But now there is a new update to your Synapse 2 which removes stats and heat maps. because of compliance with Windows. I guess supposedly it turned out that it's a keylogger, but it's not that it saves your password, it saves your keystrokes. So that's technically keylogger, right? But it's not sending information. Take it for what you will. You agree to it collecting the information what buttons you press. I was looking into a thing like that, wondering how many hits on the keys, how many hits on keys the keyboard already has, and if there's a way, if there's a software that tracks that. There is a software that tracks that. A third-party software that just tracks hits. Nothing about gaming, just tracks hits on keys. And so technically that's a keylogger too, I guess. But then again, Windows is spying on you already with all the shit it's got installed. So why is there compliance with Windows about keylogger for statistics for your gaming from Razer? I guess they want to have monopoly on shilling and scamming you. That's my bet. So yeah, so I don't want to lose that functionality, so I can't uninstall Synapse 2, because next time I'm gonna download it, it's gonna be the next version, and I'm gonna be fucked. So I'm installing and reinstalling Synapses and Cortexes. Well, really Synapse 3 and Cortex. And it just doesn't work. I deleted folders about Cortex manually to do sort of a clean install. But that doesn't help. That didn't help. It's not helping. I'm gonna tell you a thing in a moment, hopefully.
I know you're listening, Colonel. So hear this. This
Why is it so red
is
inside?
over. Dubai will be evacuated. And you will be relieved of your command.
Why is it red in the container? There is no light on the inside, actually. Rigs. Good. Okay. Wonder what that person is. Who that person is.
Then gear up. We're moving out. Where to now? Before the storms hit, Conrad needed a lookout. Somewhere he could see Dubai from miles around.
I think there was a main character met during the travel through Africa down to the heart of darkness. So that's probably something like that. I think. So during the process of installing Synapse 3 and checking if it works again.
Tower in Dubai. That's where to.
That's a landmark. What? Yes, so in the process of...
We need to talk about what happened back there.
How about you
Conrad's
stop?
attention. What's there to talk about?
I've never seen you like this before.
I'm fine, Adams. We can't walk away from what we've seen here. We're not leaving Dubai until the survivors can be safely evacuated. I just need you to trust me on this.
Sorry, dialogue.
I just don't agree with you.
Alright. I fired Synapse 3 to see how it works. See what I can do. I exported profiles from 2, and I wanted to import them from 2. But it says that until it's in beta, you cannot.
On a tip, we went to check the foreign relief stations in the middle of the city. Found bodies. Nothing new, except these had been shot. Burned. Along with the bodies, passports. Only one was readable. Zoe Strasberg, age 29, German aid worker. They say a paranoid is just someone with all the facts. Well, I don't have all the facts, but I'm officially fucking scared. I don't want to believe city officials are executing foreign aid workers. Or what that might mean for the evacuation. But the facts, man, you can't ignore the facts. I need to find the colonel. Fast, without raising suspicion. If I can get a message on the wire, maybe something can be done here, but if not, God help Dubai.
You can't ignore facts, man. The facts! It's all about the facts, man! You can't ignore the facts, man! Tell that to theists. Yeah, I fired up Synapse 3 to see how, because I wanted to import profiles, and it's not possible as long as it is in beta. Which way are we going? I feel like I made up. Yeah, now I see. Since until it's in beta, then it will be available. But right away you can see differences. Aside from the fact how it looks, what I'm saying is that since I couldn't import the profiles, I wanted to recreate them. So, you know, I put my base color layer and effects and things like that. So I'm trying to fine-tune them now to work like on Synapse 2. And they just don't. They just don't. So I have a good shooting.
Anyone can hear me? This is Riggs. We've been ambushed by the 33rd. Need some help here ASAP.
Riggs? Fuck, man. Who told the 33rd about this? This is our fault.
Alright. Is that gonna be some sort of a choice or challenge that I have to save him? Yeah, that's what I want. Am I shooting the right dudes? Is that good? That'll be ours thing, since they're not red. You know, RPG is really not something that you use like that.
You are. Thanks for the same. Now keep these bastards off of us.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned before RPG, or maybe not. RPGs are armor piercing ordnance, meaning that there is a cone of molten copper piercing through armor with high velocity, caused by the explosion behind the cone when it was still solid. Yeah, that's that. So it's not about blowing around and shrapnel to kill personnel or infantry. It's about piercing armor. So of course it's dangerous to be next to the explosion, but it's not as dangerous as being next to the explosion of a grenade. Fuck. Sorry, I keep hitting wrong buttons because, again, I don't play this game often actually. I play a different one, and it has different buttons and different functions, and I'm hoping to use them with my muscle memory, as they say. Did I hit him? I think. There was red. Oh, wow. Now there's white and black and white. Oh, it's so fucking annoying. I'm really doing well. I should play more shooters, I think. Oh yeah, oh yeah. There's a target. There's a wall. There's... oh, that's Lugo, that's our guy. Good. So, I've got ripple effect on my keyboard, because it's cool. And, well, first off, the backlight is white, the ripple effect is tricolor. It's a wave of black on the edges and red in the middle.
Reloading.
And in Synapse 2, with a key press, it starts at the key and propagates from that key, going through black, red, and then black again, and across the entire keyboard. In Synapse 3, it starts a few keys away from the key you hit, it doesn't go through the first black, and it doesn't go across the entire keyboard. Now, originally, I thought the effect would work completely another way, or completely different way. But once I got used to that, that's the default, right? The settings are the same, I made sure to set them correctly, but it works differently. So that's shit. Why would it possibly work differently with the same settings? Why would they change that?
Before a sniper blows your goddamn head off. You're welcome. Excuse me?
Maybe you didn't notice, but we just saved your ass.
Kid's got a mouth, Captain. Name's Sergeant Lugo, and he's got a point.
Really? So where's Agent Gould?
Dead.
You didn't make it.
Guess you can't save everyone, huh? I'd say you fellas owe me one.
Typical company bullshit.
You want to hear me out before shooting me down, son?
No.
You got a plan beyond killing everyone you see?
Of course we got a plan.
Go on, Agent. What's your up?
Killing everyone we see!
Here's the city's main water facility. We were en route when we got pinned down. My op, Captain, is to get that damn water and cripple the whole damn 33rd.
You really think water's the key?
We're in the desert, kid. Water's the key to everything. Shit. Frag out! Take cover!
That's not a frag, that's a flashbang.
I can't see!
Just stay down!
I got visual. Is it Riggs? No, it's Delta. Where's the old man?
Right here.
You son of a bitch. You're...
Come on, you're slowing me down. Here they come.
Do we have fourth one now in the team? Maybe.
Three enemy down. I'm got one. People out of here.
Sounds like a plan.
Gotta reload.
So yeah, mind listening to me before you shoot me down? Weren't we shooting him down because we saved him and he thinks that we didn't, or he saved us? That was inconsequential then. Oh, intelligence. I love intelligence. Nothing like being
Psychoanalysis
intelligent.
indicates that John Conrad may be suffering from early-stage post-traumatic stress disorder, resulting from failed operations in the Afghan conflict. In an individual as accomplished as Conrad, PTSD could manifest as a pronounced tendency towards egomania and calcification of moral certitude. More concerning is the way in which Conrad has been lauded as the greatest military leader since Patton. Conrad has internalized these sentiments, and they may now constitute a crucial component of his psyche. It is believed that as Conrad comes under fire for failures in Afghanistan, he will likely go to extreme lengths to internally fortify belief in his reputation. Conrad will begin looking outward to explain his failures, while nursing a growing paranoia toward his superiors. It is unknown how Conrad's declining mental faculties will hold up in the face of another public failure.
Right. Component. Interesting pronunciation. Second, I think it's the old man, Riggs, that we saved, that's the report is from. And third, what is he, sergeant? Or whatever? And he's also a psychologist? I doubt that. I think it's something they gave him, more like something more than something he made. They might teach you.
They'll give us time to escape.
They might teach you a lot of things in army, but I don't think full psychology course is one of them. Someone's shooting at me. It's fine. Right. So, after experimenting with all this, well, before really, but the last email they sent me was that you need to confirm that Synapse 3 is working. We might need to redirect you to our technicians level 2, and if nothing works, a reinstallation of your Windows system might be in order.
We got snipers. Yeah, you do. Keep distracted for me. I'm on my way.
Can you imagine that? Their solution to their software not working on my personal computer is for me to reinstall Windows. Not their software, Windows. Bitch! You know, there is a joke. Fuck. There is a joke about IT technicians. Is that a term? IT stands for information technology. Isn't that redundant? Information technology technicians? I think it's not. It's fine. IT technicians. I'll go with that. I'm pretty sure it's not tautology. Oh. There's a joke about IT technicians that they've got, I think, 2 solutions to everything. One is restart your device,
Riggs, where the hell are you?
and the second is format C.
Saving your
they're just fucking one minuscule step away from telling me to just format everything I've got for their software to work properly. Unbelievable. Buy Logitech shit. Buy Logitech shit. That's what I'm gonna say. Like seriously. Reinstall You can't play solitaire on your Windows computer? Reinstall Windows. You can't copy that one file? Format C. Oh, the hard dude. Oh, oh. Everything's wrong now. Oh. Oh. Amazing, seriously. The shit you gotta go through. Oh, I'm already out of ammo. Hold on, I'm killing the dude. Oh right, I'm out of ammo. Oh, that's wrong. Take cover! It's fine, I gotcha. Maybe... yeah.
Looks like we're clear.
Whenever you boys are ready, meet me in the kitchen.
What are you gonna cook for us?
Be okay.
Jesse! We need to cook! Right. Great, so I didn't pay attention if I got a checkpoint or not. So let's try to go a bit further to get one. And that'll be it for today. Fucking problems on every level. Hardware, software, support themselves. Did I tell you that every time I described software problems to them, how my Synapse doesn't work, next email talked about how my problem is completely different. I told them I installed Synapse 2, and they say, well, you're saying that Synapse 3 is working correctly now. I say, Cortex isn't launching properly.
Easy, Lugo.
I say, Cortex isn't launching correctly, and they say, well, we're glad that Synapse 3 is working correctly. Or things to that extent. So anyway, yeah. And they're actually taking longer than 1 day to answer my queries now. They were since day 1, or since day 2 maybe. So like as soon as I started replying to their emails, other than asking for help first. So yeah.
Arming the locals probably didn't hurt. These people were ready to rise up. We just gave them the tools.
Tools to get him killed.
Just keep telling yourself that, kid.
Why are you mad? That's what USA always does. They just give weapons to insurgents in a location, destabilize the region, and then dig for oil. Because democracy. Democracy is pretty shit. So anyway, like I said, guys, if you have problem with any software, make sure to start with reinstalling Windows. Then you can try formatting your hard drive. Then maybe you'll stay and subscribe. And tell me about your experience with IT technicians and software or hardware problems. How about that? See you next time.